Black and white. Black and white.
Welcome to Black and White Movie Night. I'm Black.
I'm white, and this is the first show.
And this is the first time we working with a mic. How about
Yeah,
that?
that works.
Anyway, welcome to our first official podcast. And this month's theme is first in horror franchise. So the first movies to be in popular horror franchises that you are probably aware of or heard of.
Introduce yourself first.
I'm Brittany. I'm Black.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I'm Brendan. I'm white.
Yeah.
And the genesis of this was from Brittany's inexperience in the horror genre in general and complete unfamiliarity with
Any
popular horror
yeah.
franchises.
I don't like scary movies. I scare easily, and they're not enjoyable, actually. So I don't even understand the obsession or fascination. But I'm a good sport, so we're watching horror films
And yet
all
you
month.
always want to go to Halloween Horror Nights every year.
Yeah, but that's sort of different. And we haven't actually went, have we? So you can't really.
So explain.
There's nothing to explain. I don't know. Just something to do. But we haven't been, so no need to discuss. Hasn't come true.
But that was how we ended up meeting, wasn't it?
Because I didn't go to Halloween Horror Nights. Yeah, I guess so.
And it was on
Meeting,
Halloween.
please. No, you since
You know what I
grade.
meant.
Yes. Reconnecting as friends after all those many years.
Reaching out to me because you got stood up.
I did not get stood up. You know what? Let's not do this. Get into the
Okay.
movie, please.
Well. So the Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out in 1974. Was it 74?
It is 74.
And it was directed by Tobe Hooper. Or Tobe. I don't know how you say his name.
Surely it's Toby.
It's Tobe.
Toby, don't be ridiculous. Do you know, did he continue with horror films? Do you know?
Yeah. He's
Oh.
directed another movie that you've seen.
What?
Poltergeist.
That's the one with the house on top of the graveyards, right? Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have that on the list to watch.
So did you recognize any of the actors in this movie?
Oh my gosh, did I know people?
No.
Oh, I was going to say, absolutely not.
They're all
no.
virtual unknowns. I don't recognize any of them.
Hmm.
Yeah. I just know the director.
Okay. Who was the writer?
I don't know.
Listen, we got the podcast structure. You're supposed to know this. You're not ready.
Kim Hank, why are you acting like I went through the structure and filled everything out and then had a sheet? You're the one that's wanting to run and gun with this.
You said we needed a structure for the podcast. I gave you one. Now we don't need it? Run and gun? I don't even know what that means.
Run and gun, shoot from the hip. Do it.
I wanted to shoot from the hip.
You
I made the structure. You not following. Talking about I'm shooting from the fucking hip.
So, my knowledge of the movie is basically that it was loosely inspired by Ed Gein, the serial killer who had lampshades made out of human skin. And
Only lampshades?
I don't know enough about him. I didn't read a biography of him.
What's the trailer we saw? Who's playing him? Charlie? No. Who?
Yeah, Charlie Hunnam.
So in that trailer, he's dancing. And I feel like this one danced a little bit with the chainsaw. No? Did you see that? It's twirling around.
Yeah.
That got to be something. Did he have failed
What says
aspirations
you?
as a dancer?
You should explain what you're talking about.
Every time, sometimes when a chainsaw man is chasing people, he stops and twirls around with a chainsaw.
You don't know. Okay, so part of the selection process for this first in franchises was popular franchises such as Friday the 13th.
No. We're not telling them the movies ahead of time.
Oh. Well, the point that I'm getting at is that the Chainsaw Man has a moniker.
Oh, Leatherface.
Okay.
Do they make a movie with that title? Anybody?
They did make a movie with that title.
To be fair, he is only called Leatherface one time, and that's by his brother when he's asking him to help get the grandpa downstairs.
Undoubtedly, you probably would not have caught that without the subtitles.
Probably.
But once you saw it and heard it, did it register or ring a bell like, oh yeah, I've heard that name before?
Yes, but I wouldn't be able to tell you where or why. Right.
Okay. No, you're...
And leather is just dried animal skin. Yes, well, depending on what animal it is. Okay. Dried human skin. Okay.
Your initial reaction to the movie was pretty lackluster, but I felt like while it was going on, you were reacting pretty strongly to some of
Yes, because it was
portions.
Ridiculous. They pick up a hitchhiker, and I don't know, it's just by the time I started watching movies, like it's common knowledge not to pick up hitchhikers, but they used to be common sense. I mean, that used to be a common practice back in the day. I can't imagine. You're told not to talk to strangers from when you're little. I just don't understand the concept of picking up a stranger. But and Pam was even like, he looks weird. No.
But you do understand the society's evolution of being neighborly, and
that's what I'm saying. I guess it was more
people
commonplace
using
back
vehicles then. Knowing that it's arduous to have to walk places or get across long distances on foot or without
a hitchhiker, not even if it's a little child. Something not right.
At any point in time since the invention of the motor vehicle, what? You don't think you would have ever picked up a hitchhiker or offered a helping hand?
Absolutely not.
Only to strangers, though. What if it was somebody hitchhiking that you knew from town?
Well, that's different. That I knew from town. Like I recognize their face. I don't know. I don't know about that.
So that's kind of a disadvantage for a lot of these. And this is why it's surprising to me that you haven't enjoyed more horror movies in the past, is because a lot of the fundamentals that go on, I feel like you immediately reject out of hand as preposterous because you would not have participated with any.
Well, I want to go so far as calling it preposterous. I guess I shouldn't say that. That's too strong of a word for this movie. I understand people picking up a hitchhiker. That's not preposterous. I'm just telling you, I wouldn't have fucking did it.
Yeah.
So not preposterous, just can't relate.
But that immediately puts a spin or a slant on it in your mind where you don't feel bad for them because it's their own fault for doing something that you wouldn't have done.
You're right.
So
no empathy.
The movie doesn't really start with the hitchhiker. There's a little bit of a precursor to that.
Yes, so when it comes on, what are they showing? Just images of decaying bodies? You know how it flashes?
Yeah.
And it's so bright. Like, who's taking pictures? Like, I don't know. I found the intro interesting.
A news story or documenting a crime scene.
Yeah, but you
had that
really
kind of feel to it.
But anyway, the radio's playing in the background saying a graveyard has been disturbed and some of the corpses have been placed in positions, right? And in weird places.
Yeah, like they've been arranged and you're being shown decomposing bodies and body parts. And then it pulls out on some arranged corpses that have been desecrated from the local graveyard.
And so it starts with this group of 5 people in the van, and we realize they're going to that graveyard. Oh, so the graveyard, they say this has been happening for quite some time, and that a lot of people have descended on the cemetery to check and see if their loved ones' remains have been disturbed. And so we start in the van with these group of 5 young adults, early 20s, yeah?
You get the impression that they're probably young college kids, or just not necessarily college, but right out of high school.
High
maybe.
school? No, I would give them.
They don't
early
talk
20s.
about semesters or,
Yeah, no,
but they
early
don't talk
20s.
about jobs or anything either.
I don't know, but anyway, they're going to check on their grandfather's remains in the city
Well, they're
of
going to check on the grandfather of
Franklin,
Franklin.
who's in a wheelchair,
Yeah.
and Sally, his
Sally.
sister.
Yep.
And Sally in the car is also Sally's boyfriend Jerry, who's driving, and their friends Pam, who's into astrology apparently. She's reading out people's astrologies and saying bad stuff is going to happen. And Pam is dating Kirk. So that's everybody.
I'm going to have to start ripping these pages out because you can hear the
Or you
paper
could
rubbing
use
together.
technology.
Yeah, well, I was trying to be old school. Write notes down by hand with this little notebook.
That's why people edit stuff out and post.
No.
Anyway. So they get to the cemetery. The sheriff says that the... Oh, you got something to say?
No. Before they get to... Or is it after? Is it right after?
What?
Well, there's a pretty important part early on that you had a pretty strong reaction to.
Which was?
Well, they stopped the van on the side of the road.
Oh. Oh, Franklin has to pee.
Yeah.
So they put some wooden ramps down from the steps of the van.
They put not some wooden ramps. They put some pieces of wood.
Which
like
act as
planks.
a ramp.
Yes, because there's no...
Digitized
The ADA was in its infancy. There
Yeah.
probably weren't many wheelchair accessibility ramps anywhere in the early 70s, and it's in a very rural part of Texas is what it seems like.
I can't remember the name of the town.
Newt.
Yep, there you go. Anyway, so they have to pull over for Franklin to pee, and they roll him down into a grassy area and hand him a can to pee.
Yeah, like a coffee can, an empty coffee can. So not only is he out
weird.
there and they can't, I mean, yeah, the idea being that he puts the can in his lap, unzips his pants, and he's going to pee into the can and then dump the can out.
Yeah.
So I guess, thank God for them, he didn't have to take a shit. I don't know what they would have done. They would have put the can under his wheelchair and cut a hole in the bottom.
This is too much.
So while he's trying to pee into the can, a big semi truck goes by.
I guess he's on top of a hill or something like that because it blows Franklin over.
Yeah, the force of the truck going by dislodges his wheelchair and causes him to go careening down a hill, and he falls out of his chair. And they have to pick him up and help him back into the van.
But why do you think that's a pivotal part? Why do you think that's important to the story? It's not.
Well, I felt like that was the first big reaction that you got.
I thought it was funny, even though it probably wasn't supposed to be.
I feel like you didn't have...
Empathy?
No, you seemed in disbelief that it could actually
I guess I've
cause
just never been
that.
on the side of a road with a semi going by.
Well, have you ever observed whenever you're driving that a semi will move out of the lane next to somebody who's pulled over off the side of the road?
Well, I thought everybody's supposed to do that. Just so you know, less likelihood of hitting them. I don't know if it had anything to do with the wind factor. Good to know.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
You learn that. So eventually, as they're carrying on, we don't... I guess part of this pilgrimage to see if their grandfather's body had been desecrated was that they were going to go by the old house, the old family house in the town that they were originally from.
Near it, anyway.
And as they're making their way towards it, they come across a hitchhiker.
Pam says right away, he looks weird. Don't pick him up. But they do.
Yeah. Say he looks weird and he is visibly and kind of upsettingly composed. He's got a big, you assume, a birthmark on his face.
Yes, red. Never know what that is. And one of them assumes he works at the slaughterhouse, and where he's going to smell because as soon as they start driving, they get the smell from the slaughterhouse.
That's right.
And what's his name?
I don't think they say a name.
Yes,
for him.
surely.
Maybe they do later.
He introduces himself. I gotta see. Anyway, he says his brother used to work there because they start talking about head cheese.
Yeah.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah. You never heard of head cheese before?
Shut up. It's brains? What is it?
Yeah, it's kind of like all the internal stuff in the head cooked down into a jelly and plopped out like, I think basically kind of like lunch meat almost.
Do they still sell it?
Yeah, you can get it at the deli.
Is
Probably
it
at
still
Publix.
called head cheese?
Yeah.
Jeez. Like, how do you eat it?
It's just like not knowing what's in a hot dog, and probably you wouldn't want to eat it if you did.
I heard it was all kind of. No, I've heard of just. I don't regularly eat hot dogs though, but if it's an emergency, I have no problem eating a hot dog.
But you've eaten one in the recent past. It could be just as gross as what's in head cheese. So the hitchhiker is.
His name is just Hitchhiker.
There you go.
Wow. Interesting. Okay.
He's behaving strangely and off-puttingly. They're talking to him about the slaughterhouse. They're asking about. Yeah, they'd speak about head cheese. He talks about the methods for executing the cattle.
Well, they were actually talking about that before he got in the car, in the truck, the van, and then because Franklin was like, "Oh, I thought the other way was better."
Franklin was saying that their grandpa worked there and talking about killing the cattle with a sledgehammer, that they would have to
do it multiple times.
Yeah, sometimes one wouldn't do, and then they switched to the pneumatic air gun that fires a bolt into the cow's head and retracts it. Which I was kind of surprised that was already a technology back then, because you remember from No Country for Old Men, that's what he uses.
I haven't seen that, so don't ruin that for me.
Are you joking?
No. It was on the list. I have not seen that. Javier?
Yeah.
That's all I know. I seen a scene where he go into a gas station, and I forget what happened. I have not seen this.
Okay, so you only watched True Grit? I thought we watched.
I watched True Grit.
No Country too.
No, sir.
I'm pretty sure we did.
Or we didn't finish it, probably because you got sleepy.
No.
This somebody come across the remains of a drug deal?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we did not finish it.
Yes. You didn't like the end.
Okay, well, tell me how it ended, and I'll be like, okay, how did it end?
With Tommy Lee.
You gonna ruin the movie for me? Tommy Lee Jones? Who was Tommy Lee? There's another Tommy Lee in that?
No, Tommy Lee Jones he's one of the main characters in it.
I promise you, I have not finished this movie.
Okay.
Tommy Lee Jones in there? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, never mind. Forget I said anything. You will forget.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What percentage are you sure that I've seen this through to the end?
If you don't remember Tommy Lee Jones at all, I mean, you don't remember what's her face from...
Who?
What the hell is her name?
What is she from?
You know her from Boardwalk Empire. She's in...
Is she also in Department Q, as
Department
a therapist?
Q, yeah.
What's she doing? No, I don't know what she's talking about. I mean, I know who you're talking about, but no. She's Irish.
Okay. That's not important then. If you haven't seen it. It's just that pneumatic air thing comes up in that.
That's what he used to kill people.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Excuse me.
You need to edit that out for real. Don't want to keep that in. Don't you keep that in? That's disgusting.
What? It might not even registered on
there.
It sure
did.
How do you know?
It was loud. I heard it in my headphones, so I know it was. Little dumb baby.
Okay, so eventually the hitchhiker situation gets out of control.
He snaps a picture of the people in the van, and then he tries to ask for money for it. But even before this, when does he pull out? He pulls out the knife first just to show them. But then he puts it away. Then he pulls it back out.
He takes Franklin's knife.
Yeah. Oh, he cuts himself with Franklin's knife.
Yeah.
Just for no reason. Was this before they after they? He said, we're not paying for the picture.
Yeah. And then he grabs Franklin's knife, his little pocket knife, and cuts his own hand.
Mm-hmm. And is smiling while he's doing it, sort of. Making a face at least.
Yeah, he's acting upsettingly.
Mm. He burns the picture in the van. Like he carries around stuff to burn the picture.
Yeah, he's got a little necklace that has a little pouch at the end that he has some different materials in.
Aluminum foil. I thought he was going to do drugs in the van.
Yeah, and you can see on the aluminum foil that there's
Residue.
the markings from him having done something similarly. You don't know what, but then he pulls out, I'm guessing, gunpowder or something.
That would make sense. Okay.
Although it doesn't. It just.
Something that will help him start a fire.
Yeah. Burns the picture up, and then they kick him out. He starts chasing the van as they're trying to get back onto the road, and he's kicking the side of it and smearing the blood all over the side. And
Also, they took off. That's the slowest takeoff in history.
Yeah, but you even said you didn't realize, they had to wait for other cars so they could get back onto the highway.
Yeah, but they could still drive a little bit on the shoulder. They ain't even try to inch away. He's smearing his blood on the side. Oh, God. Oh, and he invites them for dinner. He did invite them for dinner to the house.
Yes, he says that his brother makes the best head cheese. He said, you'll really like it.
Yeah, he uses that as a come and try it. Okay, and then next we stop at a gas station.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no gas. And the guy's like, the truck was going to be here in a few hours or the next morning. Can't be sure.
Well, they're pulling up to the gas station, and there's a man sitting outside with
a bucket of water.
The biggest forehead that you've seen on a person. I couldn't tell if it was just how the guy's head was shaped or if they had done some sort of
alter.
I think he was just a strange looking gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
And he appears to be just staring straight up at the sun, directly into the sun whenever they pull up. And then another guy comes out who seems
competent. Like he owns the place.
Yeah, he seems to be the owner. He's trying to convince them to hang around until the refuel truck gets there and offers them barbecue because they have food there. Best barbecue around.
Yeah, and Franklin asks if he knows where the old Franklin place is. And the guy acts like he doesn't know what he's talking about. And he describes it as an empty house up on the hill. And he was like, yeah, I think I've heard of that, but y'all don't want to go messing around an empty house. And the girls don't want to go messing around an empty house.
And saying that people don't like it when you come onto their property.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying that it used to be their family house, and then they do end up going there, I guess, with the intention of going back to the gas station later whenever I don't
know why they stopped to see it. I mean, it's in ruin, so it's not like you can really do anything. Walk around right quick.
Oh, you're talking about the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go there, and that's another thing, too. Pam said, this used to be my room, or Sally.
Yeah, when I visited.
This used to be my room when I was 8 years old.
When she visited.
And if she's, we'll say
21?
18, 20.
21.
Don't know.
Okay. You think it's pretty run down for 13 years?
Yeah, the house does not look like it's 12 years of disrepair of having been abandoned. It looks like it's 40 years of being overrun by the elements.
But we don't know what part of Texas they're in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it could be more than just, I don't know, more than just sun. Yeah, but it looks like it's been empty for at least 70 years.
Yeah. So then it progresses to them going through the house. They're going around. Franklin can't get around.
They left Franklin.
He starts getting frustrated because he can't get around there in his wheelchair, and he starts...
And he lost his knife. He don't know where the knife was. He gave it to Sally after.
Every character in this movie, and this is something that I did not remember at all. What? And this time watching it, I was like, what in the hell was going on back then? Every character, I feel like at one point, and most of the ones that do it repeatedly, are blowing raspberries all over
Hitchhiker's
the
the first
place.
one to do it. What do you mean multiple? Only the Hitchhiker and Franklin blow raspberries.
No, I'm pretty sure
You're crazy,
other people
man.
do. Yeah.
No.
It happens throughout the
No
movie.
way.
And this is the first like prolonged yeah, so the hitchhiker does when he's kicking him, smearing the blood, he's blowing raspberries. And
Like,
then
who
when
does that?
Franklin's getting upset about them leaving him behind and going
He's
through the
mocking their
house.
laughter.
Yeah, he enters the house on the ground floor and is in a room by himself.
Blowing
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do it. It was difficult to tell if it was on purpose. It felt that way to me, at least. Like that, even though they're having Franklin be a wheelchair bound person, they are also trying to make you not like him in a way.
Oh, you think
like
so?
He's presented as, pitiable, I guess, and he's annoyed at being seen that
feel
way.
anything for any of the characters, so him supposedly being annoying didn't register on me. I didn't like any of them. I didn't dislike them, but I didn't like them. Like, I didn't care.
Yeah, but then later too, when he's like, "Just wait, I'll go with you."
Yeah.
So
I do feel a little empathy then.
for him,
Yeah.
I
Please,
felt
he
like
don't
that.
know what talking sense trying to get out of there. Anyway, so at the house, and eventually Pam and Kirk asked Franklin where the creek is, because they remember him mentioning it, and he was like, there should be a path between the two sheds out in the back.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a creek or a swimming hole or a pond
So then we
or
follow
something.
them.
Yeah, so then they go down. He says between
The
what
two
did he say?
sheds.
The two sheds, yeah. We follow them down. There's no water
Water's
to be
dried up.
found.
But they keep walking because they hear a noise, which turns out to be a generator, right?
Mm-hmm.
And remember, they still haven't gotten gas. And he looks, and there are multiple cars parked in shade.
He
Or
keeps
some kind
being
of
drawn towards the noise after figuring out it's a generator because he's thinking, oh, some gas can be procured from this place. We'll offer him a trade. I'll give him
guitar.
Yeah. My guitar and a few bucks, and then we can come back later and give them more money or whatever.
So they get up to the door. He knocks so many times. Nobody ever comes. And he's just convinced that somebody's still there. And then...
Yeah, wait, you said they saw all the cars.
Yeah.
Any thoughts going through your mind at that point, seeing the cars?
It made me think a wrong turn.
So Wrong Turn, you bring this movie up all the fucking time. A movie that I've seen. I saw it once. I don't remember much about it. I know it had a little bit of Hills Have Eyes stuff going on.
Okay.
But this is a seminal movie in your film-going history because
it's one of the few scary movies I've ever seen.
Okay, so why did it remind you of Wrong Turn?
Clearly, it's people taking a wrong turn, and their demise happens at the wrong turn, and all the cars left behind. So there's a bunch of cars. That's all.
So that's your summary of the movie Wrong Turn?
No, I was telling you why it reminded me of Wrong Turn, the car shot. That's what you asked me.
So there was a scene in that movie that had
a bunch of cars.
Okay, I didn't remember that.
All right,
I don't remember much. Do you remember who was in Wrong Turn?
Jessica Biel and a baby. She wasn't?
Mm-mm.
Well, what movie was Jessica? What scary movie was
Jessica Biel and a baby?
What movie was Jessica Biel in?
She was in a remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Did we go through this before?
I don't know, but it was Eliza Dushku was in Wrong Turn.
Yes, okay.
Maybe Jessica Biel
No.
I don't remember her, but...
No, I think you're right. Green engagement ring falls out the boy's pocket when he's getting pulled. Also, remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember much about the remake except that I didn't like it.
Why? It was better than this. It had to be. I'm just saying.
So you think you may have seen the remake?
I don't. Why else I keep? If there's an engagement ring, Jessica Biel. Is there a baby in Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Okay,
there's
well.
no way to confirm this. I don't want to rewatch the remake unless
Okay,
you.
well,
watch
anyway, that's nothing to do with anything. Like I was saying before you interrupted, he knocks repeatedly at the door. Nobody comes.
No, so when you saw the cars, you were like, "This isn't good."
Correct.
I'm reminded of Wrong Turn here.
Correct. It could be that, or it could be their shade tree mechanic, and they are
Shade tree mechanic.
Yes, it's like your uncle who's not an actual mechanic, but he knows stuff about cars. He would fix it under a shade tree in the yard. Anyway, a tree that gives shade. Anyway, but yeah, there's. Am I wrong in saying there's grass grown up a little bit around the cars, or they don't look like they're being actively worked on? Is all I'm saying. So I'm like, no, this is not a mechanic situation.
Yeah, they seem to be as though they're being concealed from sight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, can I go back to he's banging on the door repeatedly?
Yep.
Nobody answers, and he takes it upon himself to open the door and walk in, and that's when he deserves whatever's about to happen. You just don't walk in people's house like that.
Yeah, they had a towel with them.
Yes, because they were going to go to the watering hole.
Yeah.
On the drive with.
It didn't look like a towel.
No, it looked like a shawl.
A poncho or something.
Quilt.
Yeah, strange.
They was making do with it.
Yeah. So
Pam's like, I don't want to go in. So she sits on a swing that's a little ways back from the porch.
Yeah, there's a little swing under a tree in the front yard or something. While he knocks hard enough to where the door kind of opens up, he starts poking his head inside, yelling up, "Hello, hello." And then
what does he see? Bones? Animal bones?
He tries to call her. He's like, "Hey, come take a look at this."
Yeah,
There's
but
just
what does
a bunch
he
of
see? Random stuff.
Yeah.
He wants her to see.
There were like hides and there were horns.
Yeah,
from steer and antlers and stuff like that. You can see
something ain't right at this house.
Yeah, the decorations are strange.
Bones.
Yeah,
you wouldn't go in there. You would not come on. Be like, let's see this. Absolutely not. Turn around and leave.
Yeah, well,
and that's
if you're
the
not
problem
picking
I
up
have.
A hitchhiker, you're not.
Yes, but that's the
into
problem I have
house.
with a lot of scary movies. Like even just the bits I've seen, they do nonsensical stuff. Like if you can give me a scary movie with a solid story, I'm all in. But this is not. You think a regular person would do this? They should have made them younger, a little younger, and maybe I would have bought it. They're stupid kids, but I'm telling you, they're in their 20s to me.
Did you ever get tasked with going to somebody's house to ask for something that you didn't know yourself, but like...
You mean like Granny sent me to a neighbor's to borrow something?
Yes,
across the street. Okay, Miss Martha. Okay. Well, she was a candy lady, so...
And did you have any feelings of dread or...
No. I said she was a candy lady. Kids go there all the time.
Okay, but that is prior knowledge. You never got sent to a house or...
If I did, I wouldn't go in.
I know, but just that sense of going to...
What are you saying? I should be excited that I'm seeing a new place and I would put my head in?
No, but there is that... the sense of the journey into the unknown. There's also that idea once upon a time that people were neighborly. You're like,
if I knew this neighbor and they're usually busy in the back making butter or some shit, I don't know, then okay, I would go in. I know Miss May, she won't mind.
What if you're in this situation where you needed gas and you needed to...
Again, this is a stranger and I wouldn't go in.
But if there's a mentality of people are nice, people are...
Was that the mentality in 1974? Were people still nice?
I mean, surely you've encountered that in other sources of entertainment, though, where people are like,
Yes, but because I know the genre isn't a scary movie, I'm not so hesitant to the people going into an empty house. I don't listen. You're not gonna convince me this is normal. If you would do it, more power to you. Like I said when he went in, I say I would have left you right then and there. This is not. This is not good.
yeah. But if you were sitting on the swing and then I went in and didn't come back
I
out,
definitely would not. I'll call your name like she did at the thing. Then I would have got instantly scared. I know me. Like when you're not home on time, I'm like, oh no, let me call and see where he's at. I'm not going in there. No sense in both of us dying.
so you would just automatically write me off as dead.
Yeah, something ain't right. You can hear me calling. Unless you have a history of practical jokes and doing that kind of stuff. Which he might have, but I'm telling you. No. I would have knew something was wrong right away. And as soon as I looked through there and saw crazy stuff on the wall, absolutely not. What? You
So
have
there
an
wouldn't be,
argument?
in your mind, there wouldn't be any of the remotest possibility that I was just somewhere else in that house and couldn't hear you.
Why would you go so deep in without coming back to the door and be like, hey, somebody's in here. Come on. No. See, you pushing. This is not how it would have went down. And you're sitting here telling me you would have went in.
Okay, so explain what happened to Kirk when he went in.
Leatherface has on some kind of mask on his face. I'm assuming it's supposed to be skin. Is it skin? Human skin. He has a, what is that, a cleaver? A mallet?
Yeah.
In his hand, and he has a bloody apron on. Oh. Kirk hears a pig squealing. Correct? Isn't that what draws him in a little more?
He hears a noise.
Okay, well.
I don't think they ever show a pig, but there is some kind of noise. I think you're supposed to come to the conclusion later that that was Leatherface making that noise.
Okay. Well, anyway, Kirk has no chance soon as Leatherface, because he's still screaming out, hello, hello, comes to the little side door because he instantly hits him with the mallet. And he pulls him into the room.
Yeah, so right inside the door, there's a staircase to the right, but then straight ahead, there's...
Is it like a little ramp?
Yeah,
almost?
there's a small ramp up to a doorway, and it's, again, the colors of the walls are strange,
Not
the
good.
decorations are on there, but yeah, it's like a little entryway, and you can't really tell what's going on. It's not like a doorway into another room, it's like a doorway into a
wall.
corridor.
Yeah.
There's an entryway, and then when he walks towards that, then Leatherface comes out from the side and bops him and takes him in and slams a metal door shut.
Mm-hmm. And then we go out to Pam on the fence because he's taking a little too long. She's calling for him. She goes up to the door. Kirk's out playing around. She walks in. And I guess she just...
Well, the metal door is shut, so she doesn't
Right.
venture towards that corridor. So
Right.
she goes to the left and goes into a completely different room that we haven't been into.
littered with bones. Most of them look animal. Then she stops on one, and it looks like a human foot.
Well, there's
A chicken in a cage.
She falls down.
Yeah, but she looks around a little bit before she falls down. Anyway, nothing telling her to run and get out the house. Just keep exploring. Or looking around in shock. She falls. And then we spend a really long time with close-ups of different things in the room. Multiple bones, which I thought.
Yeah, there's a bench made out of human bones. I mean,
Yeah.
it becomes revealed that there's not just animal stuff going on
Yeah.
in here, that it's also human stuff.
But she gets up out of the room. She makes it out of the room. Is she trying to head back to the door? He picks her up from behind?
Yeah.
Okay. And he takes her into the room and he hangs her on the hook that you would hang a rack of meat on. Ooh.
A rack of meat?
Yeah. A meat body? A animal body? I don't know.
A meat
I don't
body.
kill meat. I mean, you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
it's like slaughterhouse hooks that are hanging from
There
the
you go.
ceiling. He picks her up and sticks her on one of those, the hook into her back, so then she's still alive, facing forward
While
and
he
looking at
has a chainsaw.
Yeah,
And he's about to chop off his head.
Kirk's
Probably.
dead body is on the table, and then Leatherface
ripping his chainsaw.
Yeah. And starts carving him up in front of Pam.
But they don't actually show him do it. We just know he's about to. And then what? We go back to the house?
Yeah, I think they show him start putting the
towards him, but we don't see
down.
any blood splatter or anything like that.
Yeah.
So then we cut back to the house with Jerry and Pam. And we're back outside now. They're outside the van. And Franklin too, right? Because he keeps asking, do you think the hitchhiker is going to come after us?
Yeah, and now Jerry is really like
what?
Everybody but Sally is kind of jabbing at Franklin a little bit.
Well, Pam and Kirk don't do it in front of his face.
Yeah,
because they were like, "How did
walk into the
because it's a steep hill?
Franklin ever get down to the water?"
They must have carried him when he was little, and they were like, "Franklin was never little.
Yeah,
he's really not that big, honestly." But anyway, so they don't do it to his face.
But now Jerry's being a real prick about
what?
it.
He was just like, "Yeah, I gave him your address. He knows where you live."
Yeah, he was
joking. Clearly,
telling
he
about
did.
The hitchhiker's gonna come kill you, and you should be scared, Franklin. And anyways, the decision.
I was just saying, I don't get Pam's annoyance. I mean, I guess it's hinted at. He was like, you didn't want Franklin to say this is Sister Sally. It's not Pam. She's just really annoyed outside the van for some strange reason. And he was like, oh, you didn't want me to come. And she was like, I'm not mad at you. I'm just tired. It's been a long day. But I don't know, her acting didn't do it for me. They didn't give her a real reason to be upset like that. So I don't know.
No, that's where I was trying to say how Franklin's being characterized as like kind of making the audience not like him, even though he's...
Based on others' reactions?
No, based on the fact that he's like... You've never experienced that with somebody who's like, oh, you guys don't want me here. And
no.
Never had.
I wouldn't be with somebody I didn't want around, you know what I mean? But they're related, so I understand why she would bring him along.
They're not trying to make him
empathetic,
a hero.
No, I don't think anyone is.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just portrayed in a way where it's just like daring you to want him to be killed.
Okay, speaking of, they have, what do you call that? Not a title card. They have little sentences or paragraph at the beginning of the movie.
And oh yeah, says, that's right. There's an opening crawl where it's going down.
I must have read it incorrectly or not, but it automatically says, "Thank God Franklin and Sally lived such short lives. For if they would known." Yeah, I was like, this is interesting. So I thought Pam and Kirk were gonna make it out, and Franklin and Sally were not. But anyway, we're not to the end yet.
I don't remember that part of the crawl. I have to reread it.
What do you call it? The crawl?
Yeah, an opening crawl whenever you're starting with text and it's coming up from, like, that's one of the...
Hallmarks of what?
Of the Star Wars movies.
Okay.
You know, other ones will just put all the text on the screen at once. But, yeah, whenever it's coming up, kind of like how the credits do, they call that
Found it.
Opening crawl. You found it? You gonna read it?
Yes.
Lay it on us.
Please, it's still doing the intro. A film by Toby Hooper. The film which you're about to see is an account of the tragedy which befell a group of 5 youths, in particular Sally Hardesty and her invalid brother Franklin. It is all the more tragic in that they were young, but had they lived very, very long lives, they could not have expected nor would they have wished to see as much of the mad and macabre as they were to see that day. For them, an idyllic summer afternoon drive became a nightmare. The events of that day were to lead to the discovery of one of the most bizarre crimes in the... Is it annals or annals?
Annals? It's annals.
Annals of American history. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Annals.
Please. So, yeah. That sounds like they died young, yeah? Had they lived very long, long lives in tragedy that befell Sally and Franklin, you don't think that it says, oh, they dead, just watch what happened to them?
Yeah, but Sally lives.
Yeah, which is why would they put that at the beginning? Just say they experienced a tragedy and have to say who lived and who dies. I was fully expecting Sally to die.
Well, good. Then it was a good misdirect.
Oh, please. I wouldn't have cared if she got it too. Okay, so Jerry decides to go and look for Pam and Kirk. And next time we see him, it's not like he's searching and calling out their name. Maybe he does call out Kirk's name, but I don't know why
there's a lot of name calling out.
I know with Sally at the end, but I don't know why he immediately also goes to the house. Maybe because of the generator again. I was like, dang, he went to the house pretty quick. Like, you don't think so? Like, why was that the logical place to go to? I feel like it was a little trek from the empty watering hole.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Like once they got past the point, you could see that they make good use of that weather vane thing. You can spot that, and I feel like the noise too, getting drawn towards it, and it is something that is from a bygone era that there were no cell phones, so there was no way of reaching out. So all the calling out into the air and yelling, like, you wouldn't know, and that's where you needed that reliance on your friends, especially if you're on a road trip. We don't know how far away they are from anything.
Well, say that again. You need your reliance on your friends?
Yeah.
Rule number 1, don't get separated in a strange area. How about that?
Okay. You and Sheena have a...
It's common sense. I bet me and Sheena wouldn't even have to talk about that. Or me and Susan. Don't get separated. Gary? Is that his name? Greg.
Jerry.
There we go. So Jerry gets to the house. He knocks on the door and looks through the screen. It's a screen door, porch door. He doesn't see anything, but when he's coming back down the steps, he sees a towel/shawl that Kirk had left on the porch. So he knows something's up.
Mm-hmm.
Then
he gets got too. They all get mowed down pretty quick. Mm-hmm. Those 3.
I feel like the actual killing part of the stuff didn't come till towards the very end of the movie. Like, it was just a lot of nothing.
So when he enters the house, the sliding metal door is open.
Yeah.
And this is where
what?
It said...
The chicken. What did it say?
Yeah, I can't remember what it said on the captions, but it was something
chicken
misleading.
Singing? It was something crazy. Baby?
No, it wasn't chicken singing.
Baby squealing? It was a strange animal noise.
It said something laughing or something like that.
Okay.
It said some kind of laughter.
Okay. It doesn't sound like laughter. But maybe that's how Leatherface sounds laughing.
Yeah.
And see, he goes into the room where that corridor we said that he dragged Kirk and
so the middle door is open now.
Mm-hmm.
He goes in there. Leatherface doesn't come careening out to grab him. He makes it into the back room where the meat hooks are, but
it's empty.
Pam's not hanging.
Table's empty. But there's blood on the floor.
Yeah, but there's noise coming from somewhere. Mm-hmm. He sees hears like a thumping.
Yeah. So that she was alive.
Something was going on. Yeah, we don't know what.
Anyway, he opens the deep freezer, and Pam sits the fuck up. She pops up.
She's in shock. She looks half frozen. Her body starts convulsing, and then Leatherface comes in.
He hits him. Hits him with a mallet? Or does he have the chainsaw right away?
He hits.
I can't remember how he goes.
Yeah. At no point does anybody put up
his was real quick
fight.
Yeah. Gone.
Everybody goes down fast.
Yeah. So now we back to the car with Sally and Franklin. It's dark now.
Yeah. The lights are on, but they don't have the keys.
On the van, yeah. So that battery's going to go.
Yeah.
They're blowing the horn and yelling out. Dang, I keep forgetting his name. Not
Jerry.
Gary. Jerry.
Jesus.
Yeah. And Sally asks Franklin for the flashlight. She says, I'm gonna go look for them. And Franklin was like,
He's refusing.
Yeah, he was like, no, we need to go back to the station, the gas station, and get help. And she was like, fine, I'll just go without you. This goes on for a little bit. But he was like, no, wait for me, I'll come.
She's like, I'm not strong enough to push you. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be able to
Push you down
This
the
is
hill,
where
up the hill.
it is becoming being like, come on, you know you can't wheel your wheelchair through the wilderness.
Oh, but he realizes the keys are gone and he freaks out. He's like, oh no, they took the keys.
He already has demonstrated his abandonment issues before,
yes.
whenever they left him behind. And
When
so
they first went into the
definitely
house.
doesn't want to be left behind now, alone in the dark with the van with no keys.
Mm-mm.
While his sister goes off, and we don't know exactly how long they've all been gone, but it's completely dark now.
So they get closer to the house because they're like, she's like, oh, a light, or they both see a light.
No,
if Franklin keeps saying he hears something, what?
Yeah,
she does see a light.
Does she? Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't remember that.
Anyway, Franklin says he hears something. He says it more than once. And she's having a difficult time wheeling them through the, what is it? What you call it for? Woods. It's woods.
Mm-hmm.
And
nature.
Yeah. Leatherface pops up and just automatically slices into Franklin with the...
Oh, yeah.
with
No
the saw.
hesitation.
Not at all. Sally stays there for quite a while watching the carving before she starts running. I felt like I know you being shocked. Like I know I would, and I wouldn't immediately know what to do. Like I probably would have froze just like her, but...
Yeah. Pam screamed a bit.
Yeah.
When she was
I feel like she tried to fight. She grabbed onto the porch pole or something.
Yeah.
She tried to make it out the door.
But this is where the
what?
Horrific screaming starts with Sally. And it's pretty much for the rest of the movie.
Yes, real bothersome too. I was expecting her voice to get hoarse. You know what I mean?
So you
what?
are probably the person I've heard scream
that
the
loud
most
when I get scared.
So for you to be unsympathetic to somebody who is screaming,
because my screams don't go on and on,
blood-curdling situation, and be like, okay, enough now.
That combined with the close-ups later of her eyes and stuff, I was like, okay, all right. It was too much for me. But anyway, like I said,
yeah, but it's meant to be upsetting imagery. It contributes to the whole.
It's not upsetting when it goes on too long. It's annoying. But anyway, yes, I understand. When I'm scared, it's not anything serious, and it threat that I perceive is going quickly, so I don't scream for long periods of time. So I don't know how I react in this situation. Whew. So she runs and runs. She doesn't fall the first time around. She makes it to a house where she thinks somebody will help her, but of course,
it's Leatherface's
house.
Backside of the house.
I almost also thought it was a different house, but no.
Foolishly.
Yes, it's the killer's house.
I saw the Weatherbane.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I missed it completely. So she runs in. She runs upstairs. She runs into what I think are dead people. 2 dead people. There's a woman and a man.
They sure. So.
Or did they show that earlier with Pam?
Ed Gein also is the inspiration for Psycho. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Like the
mother part.
Keeping the mother's dead body around. Yeah.
But I did immediately think of Psycho. I was like, oh, he got dead people decomposing up here.
Yeah. So
and I was like, oh no, whoever owned this house, they done let the people rot upstairs. You know what I mean? I just thought they had took over the house.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on. But
no.
She's pleading with what appears to be a corpse for help.
I was like, open your eyes, bitch. And so she runs back down. Oh, when she realizes it's a corpse, she runs back downstairs, right? And he's coming in the front door.
Mm-hmm.
Then what?
Well, she had locked the door.
Oh, no.
And he is cutting the door open.
Yes. But she jumps out of a
Yes,
a
that's
room.
after, because he's coming through the front door when she's coming back down.
So she runs back upstairs to a different room.
She runs back upstairs and then runs straight out the window and falls from the second story.
And I cannot
to the
believe
ground.
she has no limp. She doesn't have a limp.
She did.
You think so?
Upon first getting up, she was, it took her a minute to get going. And then the adrenaline kicked into overgear. And then it's a scream fest all the way to eventually.
She makes it back to the gas station. And it looks closed, but. And what's the name is right. Leatherface is right on her tail. What?
This is where I was kind of surprised. And I was trying to remember. I was like, I wonder when I first saw this movie if I had the same reaction.
What?
Because you were like, oh, thank God. You had this wave of relief where I feel like usually you're pretty instinctually skeptical of something like this. Like,
he seemed so helpful earlier, telling them not to go to an empty house.
Not that he was setting them up, trying to get them to stick around until later and not to leave.
You think the other man, the helper at the gas station, in on it too?
No. Forehead man?
Mm-hmm.
Don't know.
Anyway, so the man opens the door and she can hardly get out a word. She's just saying, he's killed them. Please call the police. And he's like, calm down, calm down. She was like, call the police. He was like, we don't have a phone here. We'll have to go to Childress, which is a nearby town. So he was like, you wait here. I'll go get the truck. And she's like, please don't leave me. And he leave the door wide fuck open. I'm just waiting for the Leatherface to pop up. But he has disappeared at this point.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, that man finna get chainsawed up too. Anyway, he pulls the truck around, but he gets out with a fucking rope and a bag. And ties her up, puts the bag on her head, and puts her in the front seat and keeps beating her.
He's hitting her with a broom.
He keeps hitting her with the broom.
Yeah.
And he was like, don't worry, we don't have far to go. So we don't know where he's taking her. I was thinking it was going to be rape or something, honestly. It's like, what is he doing?
While she's tied up in the truck and they're driving back to the house.
We see the hitchhiker.
Well, no, but he keeps
hitting her with the stick.
Yeah, jabbing her with the broom
and
while
laughing.
She's in a bag and like can't see what's going on. Yeah, and he's laughing.
Like, well, what's the problem here? So he's headed to a house. Still, did you know it was the house? Was the weather vane showing yet?
I mean, at this point, I was remembering everything that was
okay. Well, I still wasn't sure. I didn't think they were going back to the Leatherface.
Like everything
house.
From the final set piece is what I remember most about the movie. Everything from this back, last 20 minutes or so.
Yeah. Anyway, so we see the hitchhiker dude, and he's calling him like saying names that implies that he's stupid. So I'm like, oh, he knows them from around the neighborhood. But then he gets out the car and he starts beating them. And what does he say? Oh, I told you, you've been around the cemetery.
Not to leave your brother alone.
Yeah, and you've been around the cemetery, haven't you? Which is where they picked him up when he was originally hitchhiking. And so...
Yeah, so you're putting the pieces together that he was the one who was desecrating the bodies and...
Oh, I missed that.
Or maybe you weren't.
I wasn't. I thought he had issues, but I still thought I think they both do it. Or you think Leatherface is just on the chainsaw and he the one who be making the bone statues?
I don't think they let Leatherface out in public.
Okay, well, I didn't put that together. That makes sense. But like, it's not like he travels with a shovel. What does he use? You know what I mean? Like if he would have had a shovel, I would have been like, okay. Anyway.
Well, they probably got shovels around the cemetery that you could just grab one.
Anyway, so the old man gets back in the truck and starts driving towards the house, and hitchhiker hops onto the back. So we get to the house. They bring her inside. And he was like, your brother done messed up the door. I'm like, oh my God. So we know that he's the father, I'm assuming, of him and Leatherface. And?
Yeah, so what was the next? Oh, they tie.
She's already tied up.
Yeah,
But they
but then they
behind her back.
tie her to a chair, don't
Yeah,
they?
at the dinner table. And he was like, "Don't worry, we'll get you something to eat soon." And he beats Leatherface, or he a little bit like he's going to strike him. I'm like, "Oh my god, how you gonna try to strike somebody who got a chainsaw?" And he was like, "You better not let them other kids get away." And he was telling them he didn't. And then he realizes he has nothing to yell at him about. Yeah. And he tells Hitchhiker to go upstairs and get his grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus fucking Christ. And Hitchhiker calls the Leatherface to come help him, and it's the fucking corpse. I'm like,
The Leatherface.
what I said?
You said he calls the Leatherface.
He calls Leatherface to help him bring the corpse downstairs. They cut her finger.
Mm-hmm.
God, I would have been.
Well, so the two of them
What?
are carrying Grandpa in his chair
Yeah.
down the stairs to bring him to the
dinner table.
Yeah.
I'm like, why the fuck are they eating dinner with a corpse? So weird.
Yeah.
They cut her finger, stick it in the corpse's mouth, and he starts fucking sucking. He is not dead. I don't understand what's going on there. He just surviving on blood drops?
Well, yeah, so this is where the direct cannibalism idea is now being introduced.
Okay.
By not being introduced. There's been clear intimations towards it earlier in the movie, but did you have any?
Oh, because he was chopping them up like meat. They did focus on the barbecue at the station. It just looked like sausage links, though. But I was like, why do they keep... Even Franklin he was chewing on the barbecue. I was like, what is the big deal with focusing on the meat? Okay.
So you weren't thinking that was potentially human meat now by this point? That they were cannibals?
It was a fleeting thought, honestly. It wasn't
after
forefront.
she's all the bones that were in there.
Telling
you thought they just like killing people?
Yeah, really, I didn't.
They only had one chicken.
But the
Where
fact
the rest
that there
of
was a
barbecue
chicken
come from?
I told you I thought I heard pig squeal. Anyway, the fact that there was a chicken threw me off of the cannibal. I'm telling you, it just did not register until you said that. Even though earlier today I was like, do you remember what they were eating at the dinner table? Which, do you remember? I don't remember them showing the food. Surely they did.
I mean, they weren't showing like somebody bending an elbow and taking a bite of a bicep.
I know that, but I don't remember.
Anything.
I don't remember anything. Is what I'm saying on the table.
Yeah, I think the idea was
but yes,
cannibalism.
I did think they just
people.
like eating people.
Okay.
And then at this point, Hitchhiker starts talking shit to the daddy. He was like, "We do all the work, me and Leatherface," and the daddy's like, "I just have no appetite for killing." But he enjoys watching it. I don't know.
So now they're telling Sally, "Oh, we'll get you something to eat. Don't worry."
And she hadn't stopped yelling at all.
So I'm misremembering.
She did pass out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the finger
out.
sucking. She passed out from
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Ooh.
Which you had even commented earlier after her enduring scream session.
What I said?
You said, "I feel like I would
die from fright."
Yeah.
Yes, my heart wouldn't
My
have
heart
lasted.
would stop.
Especially when the old man started sucking on my finger, I would have died. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. Okay, so she passed out and she wakes back up. And at this point, they're like...
She wakes up and starts screaming again immediately. Which is exactly what you would have done, too.
And now they're mocking her for screaming. I'm like, oh, my God. That's so annoying.
Yeah, so now they're all laughing.
Hitchhiker is. Anyway, yeah. I don't think... And Leatherface is just getting closer, like reaching out his hand, like touching her hair or something. I don't know.
Leatherface also has makeup on now. Makeup on the outside of the mask.
Oh, does he? Like he the mama or something?
I guess. I don't know. I think that's maybe that's what the mask is. I don't know. Maybe the mask is the mother.
Oh, she looked like she had a scan upstairs. Oh, but maybe that was the grandma?
Yeah.
I can't imagine what that was like.
Well, this is where
Oh.
the argument happens about we do all the killing, me and Leatherface do all the work, the hitchhiker, and that the daddy says he's got no
appetite
for it.
And then Hitchhiker has a bright idea to let the grandfather be the one to kill Sally.
Granddaddy was the best killer of them all.
And we're back to the slaughterhouse. He used to work at the slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
Right. So he could take him out with with one whack.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. So they get this nasty bucket and they hold her head over it. And Leatherface keeps trying to put
the hammer
in the granddaddy's hand. And I'm telling you, he's weak as fuck. Like the mallet is not staying in his hand at all. So eventually, is it Hitchhiker Leatherface who holds the granddaddy's hand so he could get a whack in on Sally's head? It keeps happening like 4 or 5 times that the mallet slips from the hand.
It's over and over again. And meanwhile, she's got the hitchhiker is holding her hands behind her back. They're all cheering. Come on, Grandpa, you can do it.
Yeah, even the dad
give her
is
a
cheering.
whack. Come on, Grandpa.
Yeah. Granddad don't know what the fuck going on.
He's not making a noise because
No.
it's really ultimately just some actor wearing a big prosthetic mask.
So after 5 swings, her head is bloody a little bit. Not all the swings landed. I think only one.
No, there's one where Leatherface was kind of half holding the grandpa's hand and directing the hammer.
Anyway, next thing we know, she busts through the window of the house and it's daylight. So we're to imagine it's been going on all night?
Well, that's where I had said to you, when she loses consciousness, we don't know how long she was unconscious for.
Okay. But there's no reason why they would still be eating at the dinner table. If it's for hours. Come on now.
They had only just brought Grandpa down and he started sucking on her bloody finger and then she passed out. We don't know what they've been up to.
And if it was a long time, there's no way they'll still be sitting around the table. Anyway.
It's not important.
Which, yes, it is. When she breaks out the window, it should be dawn to me. It shouldn't be fully bright, but it is. It shouldn't be like, please, it looks like about 12 o'clock. I just feel like it should be.
It looks like
morning light.
Sunrise.
No,
to me.
it does not. Anyway, carry on.
You can see like the sun coming up over the
I don't
horizon
believe it.
whenever she's, yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Because you see with the dancing, twirling around with the sun behind.
Okay.
She makes it out of the house.
And flags down a truck. A semi-truck.
She just runs out into the road.
Yeah,
she doesn't
she
flag
flag them
anybody
down.
down.
Okay. And she's bloody. And
She's running down the
driveway.
dirt road. Yeah,
He's
driveway
right behind
away
her.
from.
Like I swear, he could have nicked her with the chainsaw.
The hitchhiker.
Not hitchhiker. Oh, he's running behind her too.
He is the closest.
Yes. And chainsaw Leatherface man is also running.
Yeah.
Okay, so she runs out into the road, and so does hitchhiker, and the semi truck mows him down in half. He's gone.
He gets run completely over.
Which causes the truck driver to stop.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, help me. He opens his door and she's getting in. Or does he get out first?
He gets out first and then helps her in.
Yeah. And then Leatherface is coming to the door. And
with the chainsaw.
Yeah. He hasn't broken through the door, so I don't understand why they don't step on the gas and go. They go out the other side of the truck cab. I don't understand.
There's not much sense being made. I'm sure the man is in shock knowing that he had just
he looks
murdered
so funny
somebody.
though. Oh,
this is the only black person in the whole movie.
Yeah. Well, I guess I don't. Yeah. Unless there was some at the cemetery, which I didn't notice.
Some of the bones might have been black people.
Oh, speaking of, the old man at the beginning that was drunk, laying on the ground. He was like, I see things. You think he had an idea of what go on?
The one that was in the cemetery?
Mm-hmm. Laughing, cackling to himself.
I don't know.
Now Leatherface is chasing her and the black...
This poor man.
And the black man with the chainsaw. The black man goes off out of frame, right? He's running, but he goes out of frame?
Yeah, he's never
seen again.
Again.
And another car, regular pickup truck, comes by. And he
jumps in the
back.
bed of the truck.
And then that's when Leatherface almost nicks her with the chainsaw.
That's when
what?
He gets knocked down as the truck is speeding away. At one point, he gets knocked down and he cuts his own leg.
Chasing the black man and her. Yes. So he falls and the chainsaw starts cutting his leg. I'm like, oh yeah, he gone. Femoral artery. No. Hops up like not an issue. Twirling around with the chainsaw.
Yeah, but isn't that artery on the inside of the leg? He cut on like the top of his thigh.
I thought it was right here.
Well, you're gesturing towards the top of your thigh.
That's the low thigh for me.
That's just
near the knee is low thigh. By the hip, high thigh. Anyway, I thought he was gone, like he had nicked a major artery. But no. Pickup truck comes along. She hops in the back. He still almost gets her with the chainsaw. Mm-hmm. She drives off on the back. She's laughing. She's from relief, shock.
It's everything. All emotions are.
We don't really see the person driving. It looks
for
like
the rest
a dude,
of her life.
With long hair is driving, but what's his reaction? What is he doing?
Bewildered, probably.
Okay,
I don't know what you would think. You wouldn't have no way of
what you would act like.
That.
No.
You have no frame of reference. To be honest,
I don't think I would have stopped.
Yeah,
I would have called somebody.
Well, we might as well.
What?
Tell it now.
What?
About the hat.
Brittany, please. No, it's not important.
It should be known. It's character. It helps characterize you and what your opinion of people are.
That's not it.
That we were driving somewhere one time. Mm-hmm. A person was driving.
We're in
approaching an outdoor mall.
Do you really call it a mall? Plaza. Anyway, carry on.
An outdoor shopping center. I don't know. It's not a strip mall, but it's. Anyways, behind a vehicle that is driving obnoxiously slow, they stop at a place that's not. There's no stop sign. There's parking areas all over the place. You could easily pull off. This person just stops out of nowhere. People are getting
at the entrance,
unloading out of the vehicle.
Just one.
I thought it was two people.
I swear they just only let one lady out.
A hat falls out of the vehicle onto the street. The person
didn't notice.
Yeah, and
nothing. You asked if I was gonna tell about the hat. I said no.
Yeah, so I had to roll down my window and tell them, "Hey, your hat fell out of the vehicle." So that's pretty much the extent to which you're willing to help out your fellow man. You won't even tell somebody that a hat fell out of their car so they could pick it up and put it back in. Let alone stop to help someone who's under the threat of death.
There's no sense in both of us dying. And you heard the truck.
But you could save
the truck was sputtering. I was like, I thought he was going to get it too. No,
yeah, it stalled out.
Absolutely not. Anyway.
Well, so he didn't have a choice but to stop because his truck stalled out.
Yeah. So maybe he wouldn't have.
So you would have just taken off and been like,
I would have went
jump
faster.
out! Jump out!
What do you mean,
You're
jump
not
out?
allowed in my truck.
No.
Jump out.
If you was able to jump in, that's your business.
If once you look back and she's covered
I would have been
in blood,
very scared. I would have been scared. I tell you that. I would have drove to a police station. But am I black? That wouldn't have been a good situation for me. They would have been like, "What you did? What you doing to her?"
It wasn't for the man who was black in the truck either.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to him. Surely he got. But
so anyway. Then she
was laughing.
Transitions from screaming into like
sort of laughing. It wasn't a full out laugh.
Crazy mania, hysteria.
Like
laughing.
I got away.
No,
laugh?
No, it's not even like hey, I got away. It's more like
I can't believe this.
My life will never be the same.
I don't know how you keep going after that. You know what I mean?
That's what I was gonna ask. How do you feel like you would fare dealing with a trauma
I have
that
to
severe?
Get checked into an asylum or something. I don't know. And I would be terrified of everybody and everything. Like I couldn't go on.
I feel like you already exhibit a lot of those symptoms even without having experience.
I'm scared of everyone and everything.
Yeah, you won't even. help somebody get their hat
Listen,
back.
this is a totally different situation. She was blocking traffic. Anyway.
So then the dancing happens.
Yeah, he twirling around. We gotta see if he was a dancer, a failed dancer. You don't think that's odd?
No,
Oh,
you don't think it was just
Charlie
the frustration of somebody getting away
dancing?
and
You don't
not
think he was dancing?
It was just
twirling.
It's just movement. Yeah, just
All right, well,
acting out, not knowing what to do. Brother dead.
I don't know. I wouldn't be in the situation.
Did she hit the dad? Did the dad just not chase?
No, Dad didn't chase.
He
didn't come out of the house.
What happened? Okay.
No.
You don't have appetite for killing, so I guess
He was like, let
it
him
don't
be.
matter to him.
He would have cared if she got it. Well, she did get away because he don't want people knowing what was going on. Because at one point he was like, y'all gonna have the whole town here.
Now Leatherface appears to be nonverbal.
Yes.
You think?
But the daddy was understanding what he was saying. Because he was like, oh, you didn't let him get away?
But he wasn't saying anything.
I'm telling you, he understood what was going on, so I don't know. So what are you saying, though, about him being nonverbal? What does that mean for the story? What are you saying?
You think he was autistic?
I don't know. I mean, is there any other reason to be nonverbal?
You know how to chop up a body.
Yeah, so he got skills. They hired him at the slaughterhouse, no?
I thought he said that his grandpa used to work there, not his brother. Did he say? He said his brother makes good head cheese.
He just happens to make good head cheese.
His brother is Leatherface.
I know. Who taught him how to make head cheese? Well, whatever. Strange. So I will say it wasn't as scary as I was expecting it to be, and I'm guessing that's because it was 1974. But I expected to be more terrified than I was.
You laughed.
Yeah, I started laughing, screaming.
You laughed a lot when you saw The Exorcist too. You didn't find that to be scary at all.
Some of it, but yes, some parts were funny. I don't know. Because I guess at that point I'm like, oh, this will never happen to me, so let me enjoy this while it's here. I wouldn't be in the situation. Ooh, I can't fucking imagine. Terrifying. Time for the Brittany Scout?
Yeah, I mean, do you want to talk about any? Obviously, it was spawned remakes. There were sequels.
Oh yeah. What about it?
The second one, I've never seen the second one.
What year was it, Ina?
I don't know, but I know that Dennis Hopper is in it.
He's crazy? He's a crazy one?
I don't know.
Oh.
He's some kind of law enforcement officer, if I'm not mistaken. There's another one. I think there's a 3. There's one that's called Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The New Generation. And that I used as in 8th grade for a science project.
What? What kind of science project did you have for this scary movie?
Well, my hypothesis was checking how
Heat affects anger.
watching different movies
Affected your
would affect your heart rate.
Uh-huh.
So did a comedy movie, a horror movie, and I don't remember what the third one was.
Oh, wow. Okay. And what were your findings?
Please, of course it did affected your heart rate. And in fact, The Long Walk used as part of its marketing campaign, they did test screenings where they hooked up audience members to heart rate monitors and monitored their levels throughout the movie. Anyway, so that's the only reason why I know about this Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The new, I'm pretty sure it was a straight to video release. It might have come out in some theaters, but I think it was buried. But it actually has Matthew McConaughey.
Really?
And Renee Zellweger in
Young,
it.
huh?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I feel like it had to have been just before they crossed over into more mainstream movies, or maybe it was something they did that they had filmed prior to getting bigger films or bigger contracts, and it just didn't get released or got released because of them becoming bigger later, maybe.
Interesting.
Anyways, I don't remember much about what actually happened in the movie, except thinking it was better than I would have thought. Because I feel like even then, it was 8th grade, so I would have been 13 years old.
Yeah.
And even then,
you had
I
discerning taste.
Well, no, I had a sense of like knowing, oh, this was a straight-to-video movie, so
Could have been
the idea in my mind at that time was anything that didn't get a wider release was probably trash.
I don't think so. No catchphrases or anything spawned from this movie or anything, right? I don't remember any memorable dialogue.
Leatherface.
Okay.
Chainsaw. I feel like if you hear the word chainsaw, I feel like it's synonymous with the movie, not just because it's in the title.
Okay.
I feel like if I hear the word chainsaw, that's the first thing that I'll think of is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
What was I gonna say? I didn't have a favorite character. All the kids, young adults annoyed me. Yeah, I don't.
You didn't feel bad for Franklin when he got killed?
I mean, I was like, dang, this fucked up. But like, dang.
They should have had...
What?
He should have had the coffee can and tried to
pee on him.
Splash Leatherface to get away.
He carry the pee around.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been bothered either because he got the Leatherface on. It would have... So none of the pee would have got on his real face. It could have shorted out the chainsaw though, or made it
interesting.
Made it rust.
Ooh, not that soon. But I like the idea about liquid making it malfunction.
Do you think you could be scared enough to just go straight through a window without thinking?
I don't know. You gotta be terrified. Like I can't imagine. But maybe. I know I would have been hurt. She sprung the fuck up. I don't.
There was no hesitation, no nothing. I mean, she was full bore straight through.
Oh, we forgot. Well,
what?
She did get knocked out at one point. Knocked down by a tree limb that was hanging low.
Oh,
but she still got away. This was on her run to the gas station.
Yeah.
That gas station was closer than I thought.
When the chainsaw got...
What?
The chainsaw noise as it got closer, like...
Yeah, brought her
resuscitated
back
her. The fear of the noise.
Oof, God, I can't imagine.
I mean, it's a pretty... You can tell that it's a...
What, old movie?
Shoestring budget. You can tell it's not a major studio
I think
production.
They did pretty good if it was a
You can tell budget. For what it is that it's... They did a shitload with not very much.
Yeah. Again, I just had the problems with the close-ups of her eyeballs while she was screaming. I was like, I don't... It was taking me out of the...
Yeah, but this is something that we've...
Discussed?
I mean, not argued about, but yeah,
what?
Have discussed about other movies is that you'll take issue with
small things,
certain techniques that are employed and be like...
if it takes me out of the movie, it takes me out of the movie.
Yeah, but there's a certain... reason sometimes when stuff like that, like with Irreversible.
Hold on.
The movie Irreversible, if you don't know, is a very highly divisive French movie that, I mean...
Monica Bellucci. Yeah, that's her name?
Yeah. The first 20 minutes...
Is all
Brittany couldn't even get through it. She's like, this is making me sick. It's disgusting.
The viewpoint of the camera was like a fly on the wall. It was just going from left to right, up and down. I don't understand it. I didn't understand it. I was already
said it's
sick.
making me sick and it's making me disoriented and it's making... And I said, well, maybe it's supposed to be making you feel unsettled like that.
A point where it's too much.
Yeah.
It was too much. For me.
And it's very much like a testing ground of it's testing. Yeah, it's not an evaluation. It's basically like testing the limits of what boundaries could be pushed.
It crossed them.
And so doing that technique of cutting between like how horrific the look in her eyes and stuff where I feel like I understand what you're saying. It takes you out of it. But you also remember that part.
Because I was annoyed. But it wasn't a complete loss. Like, I was surprised that the gas station man was bad.
Mm-hmm.
And that he was the daddy of the crazy people. Characters behave stupidly, in my opinion. Franklin had some sense, but he was annoying. Mm-hmm. You think the hitchhiker gonna come back for me, please? Did it win any awards or anything like that?
No.
Was it popular? Was it a cult favorite, or did it do good? Do we know?
Yeah, I think it's an early qualifier as a cult classic horror movie.
And in your mind, this was terrifying in 1974?
Yeah, I mean, it scared the shit out of me when I was a kid when I saw it. It's especially like The Exorcist.
What?
There was a lot more weight behind doing it kind of all got blown out of the water in the wake of when Blair Witch Project did it.
I never watched that.
After that, the whole like based on a true story thing
took over?
No.
What? Got old? What?
It disintegrated as far as like the integrity of it. Or, maybe that's just personal to me of where I saw it as a dividing line. Knowing that full stop was not true based on any true story at all.
But they said it was?
They just said it was. And then
people took free will.
Looking into knowing what sorts of liberties are taken whenever you say based on a true story, inspired by a true story. Like there's tons of artistic liberties being taken. Yeah. But when you're a child and
you believe what you're saying.
Yes. Yeah. And especially like my dad telling me what? The Exorcist was based on something that really happened
in a small town.
Yeah, in a small town in Africa or something.
Really?
I think he told me. Mm-hmm. I was 11 years old when I saw The Exorcist, and I remember not being able to sleep.
Did you have any favorite characters?
No, Leatherface is the favorite character. Leatherface is the selling point of the movie.
I feel like not everybody. Franklin seems slow to me. Hitchhiker seems slow. The daddy seems slow. Surely Leatherface is slow. I don't know. It just felt very like they were done. Anyway. But, again, it wasn't as scary as I thought it would be. So, and I felt like the scary parts took a long time to happen, which is fine. Just a lot of time was spent on.
I mean, it's a short movie
yeah,
overall.
It really
There's not a lot of time.
Mm-hmm. All right, so the Brittany scale, which is
derived from your general way of evaluating things.
Food, experiences, movies.
Which is to say that you're generally unimpressed by most things.
Unimpressed. I feel like people are too easily impressed. Anyway, so the Brittany scale from worst to best is bad, okay, regular, decent, and good. So this movie I would put at okay. And you? Where does it go for you?
I would put it as decent, good.
Okay. Decent or good?
Decent, good. Decent, point, good.
Dang, you skipped way over okay and regular. So decent or good, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just knowing the impact that it had.
Can you judge it separate from
that? That does weigh, because it weighs on it from
for
having
you.
seen it as a kid and also knowing the impact that it had and how much people stole from it and were inspired by it. I feel like that carries a lot of value in and of itself.
Okay.
And I also feel bad for the director because
Why? What happened?
because he made a movie like that. He made Poltergeist is a heavily disputed thing. A lot of people
Oh,
say
is
that
it?
Steven Spielberg like ghost directed it, even though
Why
Tobe
would he?
Hooper's name was
Why?
on
Why
it.
would he do that?
He was executive producer,
Oh, so they thought
and
his word had the
a lot
final.
of the flourishes in it were deemed
See, this interests me
Spielbergian.
when people can look at certain directors and be able to pinpoint their stuff. Like, I I, I believe that's true for some people. So like, not that I would be correct at all, but like when I think of Tarantino, I feel like some of his stuff is too gory, or
Yeah,
just slightly. Or Wes Anderson, I'm able to tell, I think, but like I don't know what makes Spielberg to people. I feel like he has a very neutral style of directing, which I like. Like he doesn't impose himself on the movie. So what flourishes were they talking about?
well, especially with that being an '80s movie, it's the involvement of kids and
Okay.
the whole uh like the fantasy element with the chair stacking and the car going across the floor. Do you remember any of this stuff?
Yes, but why does that scream Spielberg?
It's just it's got like a whimsical element
Okay,
to it.
whimsical. Okay, I believe you. I've never been able to look at something and be like, oh, that's Spielberg. I only know because
Yeah, well, that's
he's touted
actually
as
what
a
you said
director.
about
Being
him.
neutral.
Yes, I mean that's a horrible way of describing it,
I
but
don't mean in a
it's
bad way. I like it.
I know, but neutral sounds so
Okay, well, what
blah,
word?
like
What word would you
nothing.
say? What
Just
word
saying
should you use?
it's an unintrusive
Okay. Okay.
presentational style,
Yes.
but he does have
Some certain things he carries throughout his movie.
yeah, no,
Okay.
just everybody does.
I
Everybody's
said
got
okay.
style. T style. You got a T style.
Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, would you recommend it to somebody?
No. The story wasn't strong enough for me. They go on a trip to see their granddaddy's grave. It's fine. They go to a house. They get killed. Wasn't a lot there.
Do you have an impression of it having an impact, or
I don't. What do you mean? Like, did some of the tropes start with it? Like her falling? Was that the start of a white girl falling in the movie?
no? I'd
Well,
be
then I
hard
don't.
pressed to pinpoint that.
There,
I'm sure
there are
a
no.
white person fell in a movie before 1974.
There are no impressions for me. Was that the beginning of the black man not living
He
in the movie?
lived.
We don't know that. You don't think Leatherface got him?
The principle is unless
You
somebody
see
is
him get
shown to
killed,
be dead,
they're still
that they
alive.
are not
Okay.
dead.
Okay. No, I don't. No. Wouldn't recommend. Like if I had to pick 5 scary movies, I don't think, not that I've seen a lot, but that wouldn't rank for me. You would recommend it? Did it hold up? Like, is it still enjoyable?
It didn't have as much of a. I mean, you see more of the. When you're a kid, all the stuff, the special effects stuff, the idea
Blows
that
your
it's
mind.
a true story,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it is scary, and all the movie stuff doesn't register as clearly of like
That wouldn't
the
happen.
maybe not too great acting,
Mm-hmm.
the you know the lack of a budget leading to flimsier effects and things like
That
that.
didn't
It's
phase
like
me any. I wouldn't have looked at it and been like, oh, this super low budget. It felt fine for the time, I guess, for me.
yeah, that's what
The stuff looked
they were.
believable.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did a good job doing a lot with
Mm-hmm.
a little, and that's where doing the flash style, showing the body parts and things like that, and is an effective way of kind of skirting
Oh, okay. Like what?
Yeah.
Not being able to make
Having
it
a
look.
lingering close-up of that stuff wouldn't have stood up to scrutiny.
Do you know the second one? That's the one with Matthew McConaughey?
No, that's the fourth one.
And you said you didn't see the second one.
No.
I would have liked for it to pick up with her on the back of the truck and like, what did she do next?
It might.
Like, was this the outing of how they found out about Leatherface?
A radio host is victimized by the cannibal family as a former Texas Marshal hunts them.
Who's in it? And what year?
I told you, Dennis Hopper.
Uh-oh. What year? He's the only person.
1986. So, wow, much later. There's the poster. It's got a tagline and everything.
It says, after a decade of silence, the buzz is back. Okay. So the dad's still in there. Leatherface's face looks different. The granddad is still alive. I don't know who that person is in the middle. Surely they didn't bring the brother back. And I don't know what the hell's going on with the person in the front. Another corpse with a camo jacket.
So now knowing that it's not so bad and not so scary, that
No, I
doesn't
still
make you
have
have
no
more
desire.
interest in seeing.
No, absolutely not.
And not the one with Matthew McConaughey either?
No.
Okay, so Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 is 1990, and it's called Leatherface.
Okay.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. The most controversial horror film ever is finally here. It's directed by Jeff Burr.
You know him?
No. And the one with Matthew McConaughey, is actually written by
Who?
the person who co-wrote the original one and directed
Really?
by that person as well. Wow.
What's the rating? What are you looking at, IMDb?
Mm-hmm.
What's the rating it has on there?
3.4.
Oh, shit.
Real low. So 7.4 for Texas Chainsaw Massacre is the IMDb rating. 5.6 for 2, 5.0 for 3, and then 3.4 for the Next Generation. Ugh.
All right, so next time we are reviewing Halloween from 1978.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything about this. Was this Jamie Lee's breakout?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I know.
And John Carpenter's breakout.
Wait, he did Breakfast Club. No. What's John Carpenter? Did he do Breakfast Club?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
No.
Oh. What man I'm thinking about?
John Hughes.
Okay, did John Carpenter make a lot of scary stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
He made a lot. The Thing.
I haven't seen that.
The Fog.
Didn't see that. I told you I don't understand scary movies as a genre. I don't enjoy being scared. All right, so this is Black and White Movie Night. I'm black.
I'm white.
You remember?
You're wrong.
Yes. No. You wrong?
And I'm right. We say it at the same time.
Okay, start over. This is Black and White Movie Night.
You're black.
I'm black. Okay, one more time. This is Black and White Movie Night. I'm black.
Black and white.
I'm white.
You're wrong.
and
I'm right.
right.
Black and white.